Women's Master A, Union, Austin, Lake Merritt, Willamette, Lake Union, and Long Beach will be competing in this one.
Yeah, this is event number 106. It's the Women's Masters A final. Lane 1, Union Boat Club. Lane 2, Austin Rowing Club. Lane 3, Lake Merritt Rowing Club. Lane 4, Willamette Rowing Club. Lane 5, Lake Union Crew. Lane 6, Los Angeles Rowing Club. And the crews coming up to 500 meters. It's lane 3, Lake Merritt is our leader, followed by lane 5, Lake Union, lane 1, Union Boat Club, lane 2, Austin, lane 4, Willamette Boat Rowing Club, and then lane 6, Los Angeles Rowing Club. And that's your field pushing through the first 600 meters, over a quarter done.
This is the Women's Master A. And giving our lane assignment quickly, the Union Boat Club is in lane number 1, Austin in lane number 2. Our current leader, Lake Merritt, in lane number 3 out of the greater Oakland area. Willamette Boat Club in lane number 4, Lake Union in lane 5. And the Los Angeles Rowing Club is in lane number 6.
So this is the Women's Masters A final. The A category is for age ranges 27 to 34. Paddy, I know you had a row up at Lake Union last weekend. Anything you can tell us about any of their crews coming from, another cruise coming from Seattle?
Well, the Seattle crews row in pretty frigid temperatures through the winter, so they're pretty dead keen to train all through that. Lake Union has a really strong tradition of doing very well at major regattas, the head of the Charles, the Crew Classic. I think we should be looking for a good race. Union Boat Club is a bit of a sleeper here. We don't often see women crews coming from that club in Boston, so we're waiting to see how they go. Austin Rowing Club, Lake Merritt, Willamette, Los Angeles Rowing Club, all regular attendees of the national championships in the Masters category. They usually race over 1,000 meters, so this is a little bit of a stretch for them. A little bit longer, a little bit more grueling.
Union Boat Club has closed some ground on Lake Merritt and is up challenging for the lead. And the two of those are beginning to put some open water out against Lake Union, Willamette, Austin, and the Los Angeles Rowing Club.
Yes, Alan, it looks like the Union Boat Club have a pretty commanding lead, as far as we can tell from this angle, over the rest of the crews. The next boat would seem to be Lake Merritt, as you correctly identified, and they seem to have a slight advantage at this stage, coming up into the middle of the third 500 over the crews on the outside from Willamette, Lake Union, and Los Angeles Rowing Club. On the inside, it's Union Boat Club, who are maintaining their lead. They've gone out to a lead, and they seem to be content to establish 2 or 3 lengths and sit on it, although they just seem to have decided to go for it in the third 500 because there seemed to be an appreciable increase in rating from them. But they're also moving a little bit towards the shore. I don't know whether that's the wind catching their tail, but they seem to be heading straight for me.
It is the Union Boat Club along the shoreline. Lake Merritt out in lane number 3. Then the Austin Boat Club has kind of gotten into it, with Willamette beginning to creep up on Lake Union. And then trailing is the Los Angeles Rowing Club.
Yes, I'd say Willamette have gone, I'm not sure whether they were ever behind Lake Union, but they certainly seem to be moving slightly away from them, although they just caught what I call a demi-crab. It had all the splash associated with the crab. Somebody certainly checked the boat a bit with a off catch. but they seem to have recovered from that, and they're still trying to get away from Lake Union. And chasing the crew in lane number 2, which is the crew from Austin Rowing Club.
Right now, Union Boat Club and Lake Merritt have opened up some water to Austin. Austin has kind of hung in there all the way. Willamette on their outside shoulder. Then comes Lake Union and the Los Angeles Rowing Club.
And I think that Lake Merritt have been moving a little bit on Union Boat Club. This could end up being quite a finish.
It is Union Boat Club just barely in front right now of the Lake Merritt. Austin Rowing is fighting off Willamette, then Lake Union and Los Angeles Rowing, and this is Union about a 5-seat lead over Lake Merritt on the shoreline, and then comes Austin outside to Willamette, and then Lake Union and Los Angeles Rowing Club is open water back. Union Boat Club along the shoreline has about a 6-seat lead now as they begin to lengthen it out a little bit. Lake Merritt is in second position. Austin Boat Club in third, and they have a stern to bow lead over Willamette. Willamette open water back to Lake Union and the Los Angeles Rowing Club. Looking towards the finish line, this is Union Boat Club, and they are across the finish line, and the unofficial winner of this particular one, then Lake Merritt, followed by Austin, Willamette, Lake Union, and Los Angeles Rowing Club.
There seem to be an appreciable.
On the course right now at approximately approaching the lane